Hey guys, it's Mike Chen. Before heading out on this food day, it's still early. Let's do a little Japanese snack time with the sponsor of this video, Sakurako and Tokyo Treat. Sakurako first. And this month's theme is Okinawa Retreat. And of course, with every single box of Sakurako, you get 20 traditional, authentic, artisanal Japanese snack items, including Japanese teas and one Japanese tableware item, which this month is chopsticks. Ooh, brown sugar candy. This is amazing. Jello, Okinawa cinnamon cookie, brown sugar bun, yuzu jelly, sugar cookie. I'm sensing a pattern here. Brown sugar seems to be the predominant flavor in this box. This is good. Be even better with some tea. Noki Chinsuku cookies. These are one of the most popular cookies you find in Okinawa. So crispy and milky. I think an orange bun. Sweet, a little tangy, beautiful, airy bun with a sweet potato filling. Alright, Tokyo Treat next. This month's theme is Sugoi Summer. Something I look forward to every single month, the exclusive Kit Kat flavor. This month is milk coffee, truffle potato chip. These are awesome. Never tried these. It's like a panda-shaped chocolate, banana bun, buckwheat noodle. I had this already. Never had instant soba before. Love this so much. For those of you who only had Chupa Chup Lollipop, they also make sodas. This is actually one of my favorite. It's like a crispy rice cheese stick, like one of my all-time favorite Japanese snacks. Let's try this little panda. It's a little cookie shaped like a panda with chocolate on one side. Oh, this is so milky. Way creamier and milkier than typical chocolate. I actually got another pack of these, already finished them. It's amazing how accurate these flavors are. It's like literally crunching into a cup of milky coffee and wash it down. Strawberry cream. I love this. So whereas Sakurako is more artisanal, traditional Japanese snacks, Tokyo Treat is all about the fun. They include 20 of the latest, most exclusive, limited edition, and seasonal Japanese snacks that can only be found in Japan. And because Sakurako is a Japanese company, all the snacks are sourced locally and shipped to your door anywhere in the world. Sakurako also will work with local Japanese snack makers to spread traditional Japanese culture, and some of these snack makers have been around for over 100 years. And I love the mission of this company to promote and spread Japanese culture through the medium of snacking. Couldn't agree more. Food is just the best way to explore any culture. Like I've always said, the best way to explore a culture or to get to know a culture is taking a bite out of it. And seeing these boxes show up at my door, I still can't contain my excitement. Every time I see it, my heart kind of pounds a little bit. I mean, I could do a whole video just based on these snacks. Again, every single month a new theme. August in Japan means summer holiday. That's why we got the Sugoi Summer box full of summer flavors. Sakurako has Okinawa Retreat, which contain the finest summer trees from Japan's most southern island. So if you want to give these boxes a try, which I know you're gonna love, use my promo code DUMPLING to get $5 off your first Sakurako box or $5 off your first Tokyo Treat box. All right, gonna eat some more and start today's video.
As we look up at the stars in the sky, did we ever stop and wondered why we let our love shine all through the night? Just you and me, babe, until the morning light. The morning light. Come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. Just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night, keep dancing. We stay up until the morning light. The morning light.
Hey guys, Mike Chen here in Seoul, South Korea. So typically when a food day starts, I have somewhat of a plan. Sometimes it's just walk in a particular neighborhood or area where I know a lot of good food is. Today there's a place I actually really want to go to, a seafood place. But as I'm walking there, I pass by this place. Now, it's actually a Thai restaurant. It's beef noodle soup. It's the aroma of the beef noodle soup emanating from this place. It's so easy to get distracted in this country because wherever you're walking to, you're gonna pass by at least a dozen or so places that you're gonna wanna eat at. And I'm really easily distracted around food, so let's go get some of this first. There's actually a lot of good tasting Thai restaurants around here. This is stir-fried pork and basil. Oh, look at this. I noticed that in South Korea, this vegetable is used a lot. This is garlic stems. This is one of my favorite vegetables. It gives a really, really nice crunch. Usually this dish comes with basil. I don't see basil here. Oh, nice gooey egg over rice with some onions in here, cucumbers on the side, carrots. Just like what I expect from a Thai dish, extremely spicy. Meat is very flavorful. You taste the umami in this dish. Not overly sweet, which I appreciate. Gotta add some vinegar to it though. Take a spoonful with some eggs, douse some vinegar onto this. I wish it had the basil, but the garlic stems give off such a nice garlicky crunch. And although I came in here because I smelled the non-spicy beef soup, but couldn't resist the tom yum one. Peanuts on top, scallions, looks like some mushrooms, vermicelli noodle on the bottom, ground pork over tom yum broth. Ooh. This kind of tastes like a Korean version of a tom yum broth, way less vinegary and a little sweet. Just gonna go ahead and add a bunch of the vinegar onto this. I mean, it's still good, but tom yum for me, it's gotta still have the sour. They're still a little too sweet over sour for me. I'll just keep adding the vinegar. I pretty much used up the entire container of vinegar. That's perfect. The heat level is definitely there. Actually, let me just up that a bit as well. They did give you a ton of noodles in this bowl. Oh, that's good. Noodles are chewy, broth is meaty, very vinegary now. You get a nice snap from the mushrooms and some of that great aromatic crunch when you bite into the scallions. Even better when you slurp some of the noodle soup. And then take a bite of the stir-fried pork and garlic stem, which balances out that spicy vinegary broth really, really well. Oh man, this might have been a mistake because it's pretty hot outside. I'm gonna be sweating on my walk to the next place, but each one of these dishes, under $10. The flavor's great, the portion's fantastic. This was a well worth it pit stop. Mibidong. Yeah, this is it. This is a really popular seafood place. Look at this. That's what I saw the picture of. It's salmon, but it looks like noodles lying out the door, even though it's way past lunchtime. I like the menu, pretty straightforward. And they have an English menu, which is great. This is a must get. I think they serve uni and ikura and everything instead of crab shell. Marinated shrimp, tendon soup, marinated salmon. I think it's this. All right, dishes are arriving and things are smelling really, really good. Check this out, look at this. First thing, you're just smelling the intense aroma that's coming from this crab that's on a little stove right now. And it's an egg yolk, uni, ikura, crab meat, all being cooked on top of a crab shell. So this is beautiful in so many ways. Man, that aroma is just intense. Also, got a couple rice plate. This one is tuna belly with uni on top. It's a rice bowl. This one, uni, tuna, caviar, ikura. I think some shrimp in here as well. Oh, there's lobster in here as well. Holy moly, this is beautiful. This is some next level beauty. I wish you guys could smell this right now. Like, it is so incredibly intense. I think you're supposed to just mix everything together. Look at that. Pop the egg. I'm trying to be as careful as I can because I don't want to waste a single drop of anything that's sitting on top of this crab shell right now. Oh, wow. Look at that. Well, they kept all that great innards from the crab right here.
That is the most tasty part of that crab. So that, you gotta mix it with the meat, with the creamy yolk. That is just pure crab essence. Speechless by how good this is. I mean, the creaminess of the egg, the popping ikura, the delicious sweetness of the crab meat mixed in with all that great innards. And I didn't even incorporate the creamy uni yet in a bite. Each bite of this, you're basically tasting the best the ocean has to offer, wrapped inside a silky bubble that is an egg yolk. To say this is delicious is just a major understatement. It's so freaking good. Can't really use chopsticks for this. Bring out a spoon. This has been cooking a little too long, so the egg is not as runny anymore. The deeper you dig, the more you'll find the crab innards everywhere. And that really is what ties this dish together. I mean, the umami shock with every single bite is just exhilarating for your taste buds. Holy crap, this is good. That's a must try. 100% must try. And look at this, 2 tempura, fresh veg, tomatoes, greens, and underneath this, check this out. Kind of shaped like noodles, but fresh cuts of salmon. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, look at this. It's like noodles, but salmon. I've never had anything like this before. And inside the bowl, not just the salmon, but freshly cooked tempura. Oh, this is so beautifully fried and light and toasty on the outside. Oh, wow. They kept the head on the tempura. Add a little bit of wasabi on top. First of all, the tempura is absolutely beautiful. The outside shell, it's just so incredibly light. The meat is fresh, it's sweet. I would like a bit more of a wasabi kick. And this is all soaked in delicious soba broth. Oh, that's so refreshing. 100% need some wasabi. Salmon is sweet, it's fatty, and so amazingly fresh. I'm not an expert, again, on eating raw salmon, but just the most melting in your mouth texture and refreshing flavor coming out of anything from this bowl. Bowl number 2, tuna belly, fresh uni, salted plum, wasabi, nori. So this one, just mix in the wasabi. There's some sesame on the rice. Taste that with some, they give you a side of fish roll. What I like about this place is that whether your dish is being cooked over a little stove or presented to you in soba broth or over rice, it just highlights the natural flavors of the fish, of the uni. Everything just tastes ridiculously fresh and just goes perfectly with all the condiments they put in here, including the salted plum. There's some ginger in here, some greens, all that down to the sesame seeds and the rice perfectly accompanies the delicious seafood. And there's a little broth too. Oh, that's good too. All right, this one not only has uni, but lobster, caviar, tuna. It looks like a giant scallion. No wonder there's a line out the door when you get to this place. It's not only so pretty. Oh, there's some ikura on the bottom too. Oh, there's some raw onions in here for an extra kick. It was definitely my favorite rice bowl. Everything you're tasting, from the fattiness of the tuna to the sweetness of the lobster to the creamy nori and the popping ikura. Even that nice hit you're getting on your tongue from the raw onions and scallions, it's just so unbelievably perfect and harmonious. Nothing covers up that great fresh flavor of the seafood, while the crunch, the acid, everything just enhances the sweetness with the creaminess of it. I really, really, really like this place. And when you get to the end, don't forget to do one last thing. Take your broth, You just pour it into your rice. This might just be the best part. That broth pretty much tied all the different flavors together. If you weren't satisfied before, this will 100% leave you happy and fulfilled. Been wanting to come back to this place, this chocolate place. 17 degrees Celsius. There is a chocolate bingsu I didn't get last time. Maybe it worked out for the best. Now it's really hot. Much more suitable for this dish. Oh, look at this. So this is made with really good chocolate. The chocolate that they make inside this chocolate shop comes with almonds, chocolate sauce, chocolate pearls. I'm thinking chocolate sauce first. Then the chocolate pearls. It's kind of weighing the middle down. I feel like the middle is like a little hollow. There you go. Oh my gosh, it's so soft. This is amazing. I've had countless bingsu in the past. Never a chocolatey one with this high quality. The whole thing is so fluffy. It just feels like when the first snow of the winter comes and you catch it on the tip of your tongue and that snowflake just delicately dissolves and melts and gives you such an amazing, comforting feeling. It's like that, except it's snowing chocolatey snowflakes, but that comforting feeling is the same. Not too sweet, a little bit of bitterness, especially with the crunch of the chocolate pearls and the almonds. This is so good to eat right now. It's humid outside, it's a little hot, just sitting here. Got the park in front of you, delicious shaved ice. This is like the highlight of my day right now. Well, anytime there's food in front of me, it's pretty much the highlight of my day. One last meal. I think this is a Hamburger Steak place. Look at this. There's grills all around the table. This whole counter is shaped like a horseshoe. There's a big grill in the middle. They serve traditional Korean steak. They serve duck garbi. They cook everything on a grill in the middle of this horseshoe table, and then the table themselves have charcoal right at the edge, so your meat stays hot on these metal plates. And the meat is served with a selection of banchan, soup, rice, and this whole set, at least the duck garbi set, less than 10 bucks for this whole banchan and the duck garbi. Oh, look at this. So this is a very, very traditional Korean dish. It's basically like a Korean Salisbury steak. Inside, look at how juicy the patty is. A little bit of onions, scallions inside. Charred, a little sweet from the marinade and also the onions. Slight little crunch from the onions as well. Super juicy and fatty. And there's dipping sauces, different types of dipping sauces as well. Let me try this. Oh, some kind of yuzu. Clean my palate. Little seaweed. I've only had this dish when it was cooked with a wok. I never had it freshly grilled like this over charcoal. Man, it's just so awesomely smoky. Take a bite of meat. Bite of the chilies. Also, add a little wasabi to it. The wasabi does so well, balancing out the fatty patty. And I love these grated onions. It clears out your palate so well. Gets you ready for the next bite. The meat with the marinade is really flavorful enough, but add a little wasabi, you taste that delicious fatty beef even more. Also, got this traditional Korean steak. Oh wow. This may not look like it, but this is so unbelievably juicy. And when you put it into your mouth, you just get ready for that thing to melt. Wow, because it's freshly grilled over wood charcoal, that smoky flavor is so pronounced. A little bit of salt and pepper, or if you want, a little bit of mustard to kind of balance out the fattiness of the meat. You're eating the smoky meat. You're getting the aroma of the meat cooking in the middle of the room. And the size you're served with, just pairs so well with the meat. That is a quality piece of steak. Not a single bad bite of food today. And this place, again, just on our way back to the hotel, randomly saw it, was really interested in the layout of this grill, came to try it out, no regrets. This is a really delicious steakhouse. And they're so nice here, they just brought me over. What is this? I think this is a taco. Oh, it's heated up on a nice hot plate. It's some kind of taco with vegetables. I think there's beef in here, tomato sauce, some cheese on the bottom. So he's calling this a burrito. So they told me to wrap this up and eat it. Oh, this is a hefty thing. I think he's saying add some of the beef in here. So I'm gonna add some slices of beef into this burrito. This is pretty awesome. Actually, they just brought me what was actually for the burrito, which is the duck gobi. Okay. Oh my gosh. How juicy this is. I was just eating it with my steak, but put the duck gobi in there. You can see again how much juice there is in this little patty. So good it hurts. The tomato is fresh. Everything in here is fresh, actually. The tomatoes are tart, also really sweet. And a little bit of cheese, the crunch from the vegetables. What a great way to eat that patty. Everything here from the fresh banchan to the amazing meat to the service. This is a heck of a place and definitely worth checking out. All right, I'm gonna finish up, and I think that wraps it up for me today. I'm gonna hit the gym hard to burn off as much as I can. And as always, all the places I went to listed down below for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Till we eat again. See you later.